What it is, girl? What's up? Hey, y'all. Y'all, I'm nosy, y'all. I'm looking out the front door. Anyways, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good everything. Wherever you at, wherever you're doing, baby, I hope it's good. I hope it's great. So, y'all, tonight, who will we be talking about? We will be talking about Brad. Brad, y'all. Bradley. The guy that came along after my baby daddy. Y'all. So you heard me talk about him briefly. Um, but yeah, I met Brad one day in my apartment complex. I was sitting on the bench, me and my son. And what did he do? Y'all, he told his cousin who lived over there, and my cousin who lived over there. I think I was sitting on the bench with my cousin. But he told them to ask me for my number. He was kind of shy. So I gave it to him. And y'all, we just clicked. He called me that night. Um, we talked for hours. Let me say this from the beginning. Let me say this before I get any further. Brad is the only person whose name I will be giving out. Brad played a pivotal role in my life. He had his hang-ups and stuff, but he was supposed to be in my life. He definitely was supposed to be there. So y'all, yeah, we talked on the phone. We clicked. I remember going to church that week, and a family's house had burned down, and all I had was my light bill money. I remember, y'all, the girl was having it hard, but she was making it happen. She was making it do what it do. So I remember the pastor saying that the family was in need, and he was talking about faith and, giving to the family and believing in God. And he was just like, whatever you give, trust that you'll get it back. So me, I gave. I was scared, y'all. Ain't no need for me to lie. I was scared. I was like, Lord, please don't let these lights get cut off. I hate to call my mom and daddy, and they cuss my black ass out. So I gave. Anyways, I was on the phone with him, telling him about the family and what I had done. Y'all, in no way, let me say this, was I trying to ask him for, any money or anything like that. It's not the type of person I am. Really just talking about the faith, and what I was going through, and how faith is important. So y'all, we talked about it or whatever, and I think it was the next day, y'all, he came in and he gave me that money for my light bill. He didn't even stay, no strings attached. Y'all, I could not believe it. I wasn't used to that. At all. I told my mom about it or whatever, and she was saying good dude or whatever. She was like, make sure this is what you want, because he seems like a really good dude. So, y'all, I started cleaning up, coming up out of that depression, cleaning up my house and stuff. He was a lifesaver, y'all. He made sure he let me use his car to get my baby back and forth to the doctor. He started helping me. He was a breath of fresh air. He was what I needed. Um, he gave me that self-confidence, the things I needed to love myself. And for me, y'all, let me say this. I'm the type of girl, I'm not impressed by money and things like that. I'm not materialistic at all. You want to impress me, baby, you show me the things money can't buy. You show me the things that money can't buy. And that was what I focused on. The things that money couldn't buy with him. You know, the things that he did for me, to boost me, you know. So, yeah, he was right on time. He was right on time. Anyways, y'all, there was some hiccups with him. Anybody watching this that knows him, okay, we all know that, he has some problems with alcoholism or whatever. Um, but that heart, though, amazing dude. Amazing dude. So, y'all, I met his parents. I could tell they weren't really feeling me. I could tell they thought that, I was just a girl with a baby using their son. And I can't say that I blame them. They wanted to protect their son. But he didn't care what they thought. He didn't care what they thought. He liked me for me. It didn't matter to him. It did not matter to him. So I remember he came to my house the first time, y'all. He was wasted. He was wasted. And I called his parents. And I told them that he was. I told them that I took the keys from him. And I told them that they needed to come and get him. And they did, and they appreciated it. And that was the turning point for them. Like, okay, she might be all right. They were seeing me for me. She may not be what we thought. Or, what we cautioned him of. What we cautioned him of. So, I mean, and like I said, I get it. He's a good dude, good heart. And they were protecting him no more than I would do for my child. So, everything was good, y'all. Everything was good. And, of course, my son died. And he was there. He was there at setting up at the funeral. It didn't matter to him. Baby daddy was giving him hell. But he was there for me. He was there for me. And I noticed that. I noticed that. So, with anything, after my son died and everything, me and my mother had a talk. And she told me, Stephanie, people come into your life for a reason, for a season, not exactly sure about, the saying as lessons or whatever. And she was telling me that she didn't think that, she thought he came for a season. She thought he came for a season. And that she thought he was not the guy for me. Good dude, like she said, but he had his hang-ups, She was like, okay, he's an alcoholic. And you kind of got a second chance at life. And you need to make something of it. Make your son proud. Don't waste this second chance. So, of course, me, I'm young. I think I know everything. And I'm just like, no, and loyalty is everything to me. So I'm like, no. How can I? I'm not doing that to him. Not with everything he's helped me with and everything that he's done for me. No, I'm not going against the grain. To me, that was going against the grain. So I stayed. I will say this, I felt like my mother was right. I felt like she was right. But she was right and wrong. And we'll get into that next. But yeah, no, I could not turn my back on him. So I stayed with him. I felt like I owed it to him. For what he had done to me, like I said, my mind, y'all just don't know. Where I was at mentally, emotionally. I was in a real dark place. And baby, he helped me. But we'll get into it, y'all. I'll get back. We moved in with each other. We did all those things, It wasn't easy. But again, he's the only person who I will give credit to. And we'll get into that next video. It's video day, y'all. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of them because I got to go back to work next week. And I ain't wasting this week right here. Your girl is working. I'll be back, y'all. I love y'all. Mwah.